All, I am G. Deivasena, Assistant Professor of English, JJ College of Arts and Science, Pudukkottai. In this PPT, we are going to see Midnight's Children, the novel Midnight Children by Salman Rushdie. For the paper New Literatures in English, it is prescribed for the first MA students in Specialist Semester 2. Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie. In this PPT, we are going to see about a brief summary and analysis of this novel. This is Mr. Salman Rushdie and he has awarded Knight Award from the British. Okay, we can call him as Sir Salman Rushdie, Knight Salman Rushdie. And we should know about some of the important information about him. First of all, his full name was Sir Ahmad Salman Rushdie, CHFRSR. He is an Indian-born British-American novelist. His work often combines magical realism with historical fiction and primarily deals with connection, disruptions, and migrations between Eastern and Western civilizations, typically set on the Indian subcontinent. Because he had such experiences when he moved from Pakistan to Bangladesh and India to Pakistan. So when he was born, so when he was in his contemporary, okay. Then Midnight's Children, Salman Rushdie. This novel's publication year was 1981. It has received Booker Prize, Best of Booker Prize. It considered postmodern magical realism. We should know about Midnight's Children and background also. Midnight Children. Who called Midnight Children? Born in 1947, Rushdie had a unique perspective on India as it coincided with his own. Rushdie's second novel, Midnight Children, is a fictional biography of India. In 1981, it was awarded Booker Prize and again in 1993 and 2008. It won the Best of the Booker Prize on 25th and 40th anniversary. It also won the English-speaking Union Literary Award as well as the James Stile Prize. Who are called Midnight Children? Why they called as Midnight Children? Shall we go to see this? Midnight Children refers to the 1001 children born within an hour on August 15, 1947, each with a special gift telepathy. All these children have magical or superpower and the kind of powers that they can talk to others in their mind. Talk to others through their mind. Okay. Then two babies, they are Salim and Shiva, are born at the stroke of midnight in the same hospital. One to a wealthy family and one to a poor family. The babies are switched at birth and they became enemies. Why they switched and who they switched from this family to that family and that family to this family. So Muslim child infant to the Hindu family, Hindu poor family, and Hindu poor child switched to the rich Muslim family. So this is the basic one. So it is done by Maria, and we shall see we will see through the next slides. Now we see the background of the novel Midnight's Children. The protagonist of the novel, Salim Sinai, represents modern India. The novel gives an account of his life that significantly parallels the history of post-colonial India. The novel portrays historical chronicle of modern India. It centers on the fates of two children. two boys who were exactly born on August 15, 1947, midnight. Salim Sinai, who will be raised by a Muslim couple, is actually the illegitimate son of a low-rate Hindu woman, Vanita, and a deporting British colonist. The real Sinai is named Shiva, is given to a poor Hindu street performer, William V. Winky, and whose unfaithful wife has died. This is the background story of the two boys, Sinai and Shiva. Setting of the novel. Where he set this novel, shall we go to see this? The setting period of the novel is between 1915 to 1978. Salim is 30 when the novel opens, and he narrates most of the events occur in the past. First person narration, the first line, the opening line of the novel is, I was born in the city of Bombay. This is the explanation, this is the narration of Salim Sinai. And the novel takes place in India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Next, what are the important characters? We can see that Salim Sinai, Shiva, Adam Aziz, Nazim Ghani, Alia, Emerald, Mumtaz, Amina Sinai. The another name of Mumtaz was Amina Sinai. Mumtaz, Ahmed Sinai, Nadir Khan, Amina, and Ahmed. These are all the important characters. And some minor characters are there. Emerald, General Zulfikar, William Methold, Vanita, Willie Winky. William V. Winky we can see. And Midnight's Children, Salman Rushdie, the main character and the narrator of the novel is Salim Sinai. The pair of Salim Sinai at the end of the novel, Parvati, the witch, Shiva. Midnight's Children, Salman Rushdie. The important characters we have to keep in our mind. Who are they? Adam Aziz, Nazim, Alia, Mumtaz, Emerald, Mustafa, Hanif. And Salim Sinai, Padma. At first, he fell in love with her. And what are the cinematic technique used by Rushdie in this novel? See that the beginning of the novel is totally cinematical introduction, explanation. So we can visually see the pictorial explanation of the novel, of the background of India and Pakistan and also in Bangladesh. When he worked as an army man, soldier, we can see visually the appearance of the boy Salim Sinai also. Beginning of the novel, that is very very important. It is a completely cinematic technique used by Salman Rushdie. Reflection of post-colonial culture of India. Language of Salim's narrative and melodramatic background. Switching of Salim and Shiva by Mary Pereira. So this background is also given us with a cinematic technique by Rushdie. Midnight's Children and Magic Realism. Salim begins to hear a babble of voices in his head. He realizes telepathy power that he can enter into anyone's thoughts. The 1001 Midnight's Children is reduced to 581 by their 10th birthday. So they did that. So they were dead. So after reducing the number 581, he wants to find the other person and he wants to get friendship with them. These children have magical powers which vary according to how close to midnight they were born. Salim discovers Shiva with a pair of enormous powerful knees and a gift for combat to fight. This was a gift to him. A brief summary. Salim begins by explaining that he was born on midnight August 15, 1947 at the exact moment India gained its independence from British rule. On his 31st birthday, after the completion of 31 years of independent India. So he has explained, he has shared the experience with us through Salman Rushdie. He tells his life story to Padma, his patient listener. Story begins in Kashmir 32 years before in 1950. So she has sorry Salim explains the story from the year 1950 when he was a boy, when he when when he was not born in India. So that is very bad. So that is very important. He recalled the memory with his he has recalled his memory from the past. The story of Salim's grandfather. Salim's grandfather, Dr. Adam Aziz, begins to treat Nazim. Nazim is always covered by a sheet with a small hole in it that is moved to expose the part of her body that is sick. Adam sees her face on the same day World War ends in 1918. Adam Aziz and Nazim marry and the couple moved to Agra. They had 3 daughters and 2 sons, Alia, Mumtaz and Emerald, and 2 sons, Mustafa and Hanif. The love story of Salim's mother. Adam becomes a follower of Mian Abdullah, assassinated. He was assassinated after that. Mian Abdullah's assistant Nadir Khan, a poet, hides in the basement and falls for Mumtaz unmarried. After 2 years of marriage, she is forced to divorce Nadir Khan due to his impotency. Nadir Khan was arrested by Major Zulfikar, who later becomes Emerald's husband. So these are all the twists in this twist used by Rushdie in this novel. It is giving the excitement to the readers to read further more pages to the readers. The birth of Salim and Shiva. Abandoned by her husband, Mumtaz agreed to marry Ahmad Sinai, a young merchant. Mumtaz changes her name to Amina. Amina and Ahmad moved to Delhi, brought house from deporting Englishman William Matwood. Vanita, Wee Willie Winky's wife, expects a child like Amina of the same time. Same time, the ladies admitted in the hospital to give birth a child. Vanita, without the knowledge of her husband, carries Methold's son. Exactly of midnight, each woman delivers a son. Why did Mary Pereira switch babies? That is the main reason. Mary Pereira switches the 2 babies in order to make her lover Joseph de Costa proud. And he wants to give the poor baby a life of privilege and the rich baby a life of poverty. Because of guilt, she became Salim's ayah. So because of guilt, she becomes Salim's ayah for her sin. Young Salim is ridiculed by other children for enormous cucumber-like nose and blue eyes like those of his grandfather Adam Aziz. Next, how did Amina and Ahmed know that Salim was not their biological son? They know at the end of at the middle of the novel, after the middle of the novel, they know he is not a biological son of them. And Amina and Ahmad Snai learned that Salim is not their biological son. Salim loses a portion of his finger in an accident. So, through this accident in a hospital, by the testing of the blood and the chromosome, and according to the blood type, they found he is not their own son. In hospital, Salim's parents learned that according to his blood type, he couldn't possibly be their biological son. Mary Pereira also confesses the truth. Then, Salim's life in Pakistan. Salim is sent to Pakistan to his aunt Emerald and her husband General Zulfikar's home. Later, Salim's family moves to Pakistan after India's military loss to China. His younger sister Jamila becomes famous singer in Pakistan. Salim loses telepathy powers when he undergoes a medical operation for congested nose. Rather, he gains an incredible sense of smell with which he can detect emotions. In Magician Ghetto, Salim lives with Parvati in the Magician's Ghetto along with his snake charmer named Picture Singh. Parvati also had affair with Shiva, now a famous war hero. He disappointed that Salim will not marry her. She disappointed that Salim will not marry her. She becomes pregnant with Shiva and returns to Magician's Ghetto. Salim agrees to marry her despite the fact that she carries Shiva's child. So, what is the climax of the novel? So, first of all, he found he found not a biological son of Amina and Adamasis. So only he moved from India to Pakistan and lived there and worked in army, and he operated his big nose, and he lost his telepathy, but instead of his telepathy he regained the smelling and the sniffing capacity to find the thoughts of others, what they are thinking. So this is the bliss. This was a boon to him. So that, and after that he was ready to get married with Parvati. Then in the end, in Bombay, Salim eats a chutney that tastes exactly the ones of his ayah Mary used to make. He traces the chutney factory that Mary owns and identifies her. He also finds his future wife Padma, who stands guarding the gate. Salim decides to marry Padma at last, his steadfast lover and listener, on his 31st birthday, which falls on the 31st anniversary in India's independence. After that, in the end of the novel, he got received a thought he will be dead after his marriage. So this is the climax. Rushdie is handed over the climax and the decision of the life of Salim Sinai in the hand of the reader. So this is the life story of Salim Sinai, and it is a semi-autobiography of Salman Rushdie, because he was born in the same year 1947 August month. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching.